And now this.
We have been at this for 8 weeks. April the 8th is when we went to the ceasefire, after they shut down the Straits of Hormuz. And remember what they said to us? Oh, we'll work a deal with you and we'll open it up in 2 weeks. We're at the 8th week. We're going to have to forcibly open this up at some point, in my view. I think we have to reassess where are we. Use this as a reason to do it. This is the catalyst for a reassessment.
All right, that's General Jack Keane just talking yesterday about what next steps are. Now, in the past 36 hours, here's what's transpired. You had a U.S. Apache helicopter patrolling off the coast of Oman, and the Apaches have been very effective going after these fast boats that the Iranian Navy has, okay? So it was taken down, and because of that, the U.S. responded. Go ahead and take that off there. And they hit an island here, Keshem Island, and Bandar Abbas, which is a big port. And that's what transpired overnight. There were 2 other sites that were hit. And then the Iranians responded the following way. They went after targets in Bahrain, where the Navy's 5th Fleet's located, a base in Kuwait, and an air base in Jordan. Right? We know that some of these missiles were knocked from the sky. We don't know whether or not there was any damage, and so far it doesn't suggest to be much damage there based on the battle damage assessment we have so far. But what is an extraordinary story that's developed now for the U.S. military? For the first time ever now, they've used drone boats in combat to rescue pilots, all right? So here's the coast of Oman, here's the Apache helicopter, and this is the brand new U.S. Navy Corsair. All right, it's 24 feet long. It was developed by Saronic Technologies. It's got 1,000 nautical mile range, and no one's on board this now, with 1,000 payload capacity. These Apache pilots, they were taken down by an Iranian drone at sundown. They're in the water for 2 hours. They're waiting for this boat to come and rescue them. They are rescued when another helicopter comes over the drone and pulls the 2 pilots on board. And this is video that the company has put out, with some of this video going across the water, that really just extraordinary stuff. You know, the Ukrainians have done this at times in the Black Sea, fighting off the Russian Navy. But for the U.S. military, the first time it's been in action, and really a compliment to what the military has done when they started to develop this program 5 years ago. And now we see it in action, Dana. It was very impressive.
And that's one, it's actually been a theme over the last few years, right? Ever since even Russia invaded Ukraine. Yeah. All the new technological advances that are happening at record speed, and then our Pentagon's trying to figure out a way to get back into the swing of things after some sclerotic 4 years under the Biden administration. All right, let's go back to Trey Yingst. He's live in Tel Aviv. Hi, Trey.
Yeah, Dana, good morning. President Trump provided some new details about that incident with the Apache helicopter, telling Fox News this morning that the Iranian drone slammed into the helicopter and got lodged in between the 2 crew members, and it was on fire. And they were worried at any moment this could explode, because that is what the drone was meant to do. They quickly were able to get this helicopter down to the water, according to the president, and then ultimately were rescued by that sea drone. Now, I asked the president, following those strikes overnight on Iranian territory, going after radar systems and air defense units, what comes next? And he said, I may keep going. He spoke about the possibility of even targeting Iranian power plants and bridges, because he tells Fox News the Iranians are tapping the United States along at the negotiating table. So when we step back here and we look at what took place last night, the president ordered these strikes, around 20 of them, according to a senior U.S. official, against Iranian air defense and radar systems. The Iranians immediately responded with ballistic missile fire toward Jordan, Kuwait, and Bahrain, going after U.S. forces. President Trump says no major damage was caused to U.S. forces, but it gives you a sense of this back and forth and the president's patience here at the negotiating table. The president told me that they had a chance to sign a deal and survive. And now we are looking at this situation, another exchange of fire taking place. And remember, this exchange of fire comes just days after the Israelis conducted strikes of their own against the Iranian regime. Bill, Dana?
Trey, what does it tell you or not tell you that the fact that the Israelis and the Iranians have not fired on one another? Anything?
It tells you that President Trump is in charge here when it comes to military action versus diplomacy, because we know the president got on the phone with both sides and said, stop shooting, earlier in the week. But ultimately, when U.S. forces were taken down out of the sky when this Iranian drone slammed into the Apache helicopter, it changed the equation, and the president looking to send a message to the Iranians that they cannot go after U.S. forces. The Iranians have had a lot of different statements come out in recent hours, but a spokesperson for the foreign ministry ultimately said they are currently reviewing the situation in the region. Guys?
Trey Yingst, thank you for the update.
Say a lot of things at play, huh? Right?
Yeah, we'll probably see you later in this today.
Yeah,
well.
thank you, Trey.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.